Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It's actually been a while since I've unboxed anything. I've been getting quite a few questions, particularly in regards to like Drillbot's Heroic Challenge. Obviously I could throw them on the portal and do that, but then inevitably you get asked where's the unboxing. So logical order is to come in and unbox them and then introduce them in the gameplay. That's actually what I'm going to do here. We're actually going to start with the Eruptor. Obviously this is a repo Skylander. More importantly, this is the LightCore version. Again, you can always tell that. You'll actually see kind of the shiny holographic effect here on the front, and then more importantly, you will see the holographic card in the background of the package. Pick this one up again. This was basically a midnight purchase off of, or I'm sorry, this was actually pre-ordered well in advance of the game through ToysRUs.com. $11.99 is your retail price for LightCore. In all honesty, I have yet at any store had trouble finding the base LightCore figures. Really the only one that's hard to find at this point in time that is available is LightCore Jetvac. But your standard issue ones, the ones that were around at the beginning, Prism Break Eruptor and Drillbot, I have yet to really ever come to a point where I don't see them. That said, again, retail $11.99. Got mine ToysRUs.com. In all honesty, any store that sells Skylanders should be able to find them. If it's a freak incident and they don't have them, they're either A, in the back, or you can run to another store and probably get what you're after. That said, here's a look at the packaging. Again, the LightCore is indicated here. Some casual fans and some parents kind of out of tune with things. I think they may still not quite know about the LightCore. That said, right here we've got it works with Giants, a brand new game, and of course it's incompatible with Spyro's Adventure. That said, the LightCore do actually show up and you can play them in Spyro's Adventure, but they will not have anything special. It'll basically just be, if you had your Series 1 Eruptor that you see in the background over there. So no light bomb effect, nothing special. They will work, but obviously I guess they kind of went the safe route just to avoid confusion. That said, this being LightCore, the real reason you would get that, I guess, is A, you're a collector, B, it lights up on the portal, or C, LightCore power. It's basically what they call the flash bomb effect. What happens when you place a LightCore character on the portal for the first time? Obviously they're going to light up, but in the game they basically kind of have this ring of illumination come out of them that radiates pretty well across the entire screen. It tends to decimate the screen in most cases. Sometimes you'll have like an enemy or two or a couple of breakable objects that don't go. But say you're having trouble in like a chompy pit or something, lost some Skylanders, if you do have a LightCore available, kind of an easy way out. That is really their big draw. But again, before we cut into it, here's a good look at the packaging. We'll come back around here to the back. Inset is actually LightCore Prism Break. I've already unboxed him, obviously, but then the promo here, LightCore Eruptor Hot Dog, yet to be released, and Flame Slinger and Igniter. We'll go ahead and get him out and then delve into some greater detail. But this is actually sat here on the pool table for, I guess, like 8 days shy of a complete month. That said, they do open a lot easier, as you can kind of see here. Instructions will fall out, and something I've noticed, I think I've mentioned this before, but usually, particularly in the triple packs, you'll actually see this label taped to the plastic blister packaging. That is not the case with the LightCores I have unboxed yet. Minor detail, just something I noticed. Most important thing I can tell you from this video: when you deal with a Giant, or in this case a LightCore character, be very careful getting them out of the plastic here. I have yet to do it, but I've heard of several people that have actually gotten them unboxed and they don't work. A lot of them actually that have had it happen actually test them out at the store on their portal display before they buy them, and then they get them home and somehow either on the car ride back home or just unboxing them, if something comes loose. But main thing, just exercise caution. I would advise, pulling them up from the base here. But I'll give you a better look at him in a second. The card, as you can see, is holographic. It's really hard to get these out without kind of putting a fold in them. But just take your time, it'll all work out. Eruptor. What you get, aside from the instruction sheet and the holographic card and figure, you get his sticker sheet, and then again you'll have a QR code here. The web code for Spyro's Universe is under my left thumb, but note that the sheets here do indicate he's LightCore Eruptor. That said, his power or strength is 90 of 150. I always have a hard time getting that where you can see it. Defense or armor, 90 of 150. Agility, 35 of 150. And luck, 65 of 150. Coming in with a fully maxed out Series 1 Eruptor, his biggest weakness overall is just simply kind of his, lack of speed, which you kind of see on the card. Again, the cards don't directly relate to the game, but, they send them with them, so we kind of cover them. But, anyway, this is LightCore Eruptor. It's actually a really good repose, even if this wasn't a LightCore. It was just a very nice pose, in my opinion. Suits Eruptor, for those that have played with him from Spyro's Adventure. Note that he does have the spike, if you will, from an upgrade path on the top of the head and then kind of here on the shoulders. But being a Series 2 LightCore, you've got the orange base. Here in my left hand, we actually have Series 1 Eruptor. Came out with Spyro's Adventure. Of course, you can tell there by the green base. They do have the Fire Element logo still. Here's a comparison between the two. Not a huge difference. There's really not a whole lot of poses you could put him into, short of like doing a pool of lava or something. That said, what lights up on LightCore Eruptor is going to be his mouth. Before I do that, I guess I should cover his story. First off, his slogan is Born to Burn. Eruptor lived deep in the underground of a floating volcano. Actually, his entire race or people did. One day there was a massive eruption that forced them all up to the surface. That's obviously how he came about and came to be known. If you've read the books or followed along with much, in Skylanders, he's basically a hothead. I mean that literally and figuratively. But just the slightest little thing, ticks him off, upsets him. It's actually said that what he likes to do to escape people and relax is go to, chill out in a lava pool. Reason being that, there's never any lines or crowds of people. But, he is kind of a... it's rarely you hear people say Eruptor is their favorite, but he is a nice, Fire Element Skylander. He's got a, while it's not maybe the coolest pose for a Fire Skylander, it is actually a pretty cool idea, basically just, a ball of magma, if you will. When upgraded, he's actually pretty good. I feel like a lot of people actually ride him off just due to the lack of speed. But this one is LightCore. If you note his mouth, you can probably already kind of tell there the change in texture. We got our wireless portal from Spyro's Adventure. We'll go ahead and place him on it. I'll hit the power. And there you go. That is LightCore Eruptor illuminated. It's actually not too bad. I think Prism Break is probably going to be the cream of the crop, followed by Jet Vac, at least in what's available. I'll go ahead and kill the lights, that way you'll have a better look at him. He shows up very well in person. It's kind of more of a yellowy glow on the camera. It's actually like a, I'd call it orange in person. I think you're kind of starting to see the true color here as I get him closer to the camera. Sadly, that is all that lights up. Meaning when I turn him around here to the back, you just see, his mouth radiating from the other direction. But this isn't horrible. I just feel like maybe they could have done a little bit more, either the eyes or maybe like the fists. But overall, this was pretty good placement for him. And he does light up very well. Again, I don't know what the video quite does him justice either. But we'll bring him back up one more time in the below the can lights for you. I think that gives you a pretty good accurate take on the color as well. I wouldn't call it red, I wouldn't call it yellow. I'd actually, in my personal color patterns, I would deem that orange. I think it suits him very well, obviously, fire, magma, lava. But I'm actually kind of excited about him. I don't know why, I tend to gravitate towards the underdog sometimes. And like I said, fully upgraded, he's actually a great character. He can surprise you in battle mode too. Real only issue with him is just he's kind of, relatively slow compared to some of the other Skylanders. But again, this is LightCore Eruptor, $11.99. Here's another good look at him. It's actually a pretty good pose. That's kind of him right before he does the molten pool of lava. Kind of think, like I said, if we had maybe the tips of the arms light up, would have been awesome. I don't know, maybe they thought that was too close to Prism Break or something. But overall, not horrible. Definitely, something cool if your kids are into that or you're a collector. Again, they will work in Spyro's Adventure. Just basically expect him to be just like Eruptor Series 1 that you already have. That said, being LightCore, he does have a slight advantage. Sadly, that's about it. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the LightCore, but you basically pay $2 extra. It lights up on the portal and has a flash bomb effect. But again, $11.99 is a retail price. Picked mine up via pre-order from ToysRUs.com. Looks pretty good on the portal. I think in the video you'll have a good idea how he's going to look. But as always, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. We'll come back in, actually probably unbox LightCore Drobot. But until then, thanks for watching, and stay warm.